Hi, today we're going to understand how we can create PDF files from a Notion form. As you can see in the background, I have got a breach of contract demand letter form, which once a user fills in from start till the end and they click on submit, the responses go to the responses side of the database that we have over here. I've already created two dummy submissions for this particular form, and I want to convert these submissions into PDF files. For this, I'll be using a tool known as PDF Output. PDF Output will help me create PDFs from my Google document with the help of a Notion database. It can even create any document such as reports, invoices, contracts, certificates, quotations, or whatever you are generating in your business at scale. So you can add any form of database onto the PDF output and create PDF out of it. Today we're looking at this particular form database which we're going to convert to PDFs. Click on create PDF and simply sign in over here to continue with the rest of the demonstration. So as you can see, I'm already signed in. The first thing which I need to do is I need to add my Notion database. So this is the database which I'm going to use. So I'll be adding this database. Once that is added, I will need to add a document which I can use for the template file. So the document will be what you will see in the output. I need to add the document as well. And finally, when the database is added, we will be able to map all the properties of the database onto the document one by one so that the PDF file will be created out of it. So let's click on add Notion database, and now we will be able to add the database onto the setup screen. So let me copy the entire database title from start till the end. So I will just copy the entire database title. I'll click on next, and now I have two options. If I go with the first option, it will create a demo database on my workspace which I can use for testing purposes, but I will not need that, so I need to add my own database. So click on select pages and click on select pages once again. Okay, now whatever you have copied from here, just put it inside this search pages so that you are able to search for the database from the list and click on this to add it. Okay, so the particular form is now added for my use case. Now always and always understand that whenever you are looking to add a database, always copy the database title and put it inside the search pages to be able to add the database. Do not add the database by selecting the database from the top level pages, because if you do that, it will take a while to load the database and your experience will not be smooth. So do not add the database by selecting these pages from here, rather add the database by searching for it inside the search pages. Besides this, if your database contains any relation properties, such as database A and database B, which are used in relation properties over here, you also need to add database A and database B inside this particular search pages field. Okay. If you do not add those relation properties, the PDF file created will not have any relation and roll of values intact, and the experience for the PDF will not be good. Okay, so make sure you're adding all the databases that are used inside this main database, which are used in relation properties, to be able to create PDFs with all the properties intact. Let me click on allow access right now, and now I will get access to the breach of contract demand letter form, which I can use for the rest of the steps. Now, if you're not able to see the database appear over here, simply reload the database, or you can even refresh the page once or twice, and the database will appear over here, which we can use for the rest of the steps. Okay, so my database is not yet loaded up. Let me refresh it once again, and now I'm able to see the breach of contract demand letter form, which I can use for the rest of the steps. Now notice I have selected the database, and as I scroll down, I will be able to see all the properties of the particular database that we have over here appear one below the other. So all the properties are visible over here, which we can use for the automation steps. Let me add a Google document. So click on add Google document. If you already have a breach of contract demand letter document available on your drive, click on existing document and simply add this existing document whatever you have on your drive. I do not have any such document available, so I will create a new document from scratch. Click on add Google document. I mean add demo document, and it will create your demo document which you can use for the automation steps. So let me copy this title from here so that I'm able to add it onto the document, and then we can generate the PDF. So let me put the title inside the field, and let me remove this portion which I do not need. So now we have all the placeholders automatically added over here. So whatever placeholders you see in the database are already added onto this particular document, one after the other. Okay. So when the PDF will be created, all these placeholder values will be replaced from the properties that we have in the database, and a new PDF file will be created replacing all those values. So anything inside double curly brackets, whatever you see will be mapped with the Notion database values. and it will be replaced from that to create the PDFs and automation. But a few things to consider: if you scroll to the right side of the database, you will see these two additional columns: generate PDF and PDF file. If anything is set as ready to generate, the PDF file will be created right over here inside the database, and the automation will work like that. Okay, so make sure to mark the records as ready to generate whatever you want to create as PDF file. And now, if you scroll to the left side, if you see the database on the right side, you will find a PDF file name section. Okay, so whenever you want to name a PDF file, you can simply choose any particular column which you want to use to name the PDF file. Let's say I want to name the PDF file as per the recipient name, so I will select recipient name from this drop down. So the PDF file will be named as per the recipient name value. Okay, so now everything is all set up. Let me click on download PDF, and now the PDF file will be created right inside my Notion database. So the PDF file will be created right over here. It also gets downloaded onto my downloads folder, and it also gets saved over here inside the database. So let me click on this, and I will be able to see the data document available over here with all the placeholders correctly mapped. And let me open up the second record. It also has all the placeholders correctly mapped. So I have got two documents created side by side, all the placeholders being mapped correctly from the database. Okay, and notice these two records have been created fetching the recipient full name value from the database. So whatever value was already there in the recipient full name section, the documents were named as per that. It even downloaded the documents onto the download folder. Now a key thing is that whenever you create the PDF file, you can click on setup Notion automation, and now it will automate this entire process of creating PDFs. This means you do not need to go to PDF output ever again and set up all the things from start till the end to create the PDFs. Everything is automated. You can simply add new records over here, mark it as ready to generate, and the PDF will be created directly over here. So whenever user submits any response from here, it gets added onto the database. Simply set the record as ready to generate, and the PDF will be created right over here inside the database. This makes the process error free and hands free to use, so that you do not need to worry about juggling PDF output and the database to create a PDF. Everything happens live inside the database, and the PDFs are directly stored over here inside the database once you click on setup Notion automation. Okay, so this is also all a one-time process which you need to do, and after that you simply need to put it as ready to generate, and the PDFs directly get stored over here. If you still have questions, use this chat bubble at the bottom and send me a message with your queries on this. I'll be able to take up any issues. You even have an option to use the contact section at the bottom of the page, wherein you can send me an email with your issues, and I'll be able to take up any issues on that. You can even book a free demo session with me, where I will be able to guide you through the entire steps from start till the end of how you can automate the entire process of generating the PDF.